You had personalized guidance from your coach every single week. Please share with me, where were you at when you started, before you started this process with your coach, and where are you at right now?
Before this process, I was completely beside myself. I felt like I was grasping at straws as to what to do with my parenting. Just feeling like everything I did try was not working. I kept hitting walls. Um, and just feeling so out of sorts, like I didn't know where to turn. Um, but now, since going through the program, I still have my good days and my bad days, but with the program, it's so nice to know that, not even nice to know, it was so refreshing to see that it really starts with you. Like, it starts with you as the parent. Like, everyone thinks that you have to focus on fixing the child's behaviors and what they're doing. And this helped me realize how much of it comes from me. I even said to myself, I'm like, it's like when people are like, oh, my son or daughter is doing things that I do, and like funny things, like they say funny things I say. But it goes deeper than that. They really are sponges, and they're picking up on everything that you are doing. It comes from you. So, just knowing that I have those tools at my grasp, and they're so easy to tap into now. Before, if I were to be asked to like look within myself and to figure out how to guide my child through a meltdown or a tantrum or just something that he's just going through that's not that big, but that I catch it early on, I can do it easier because I have these tools now. It's really rewarding feeling.
Thank you for sharing. And I'm curious about something, because you are an educated parent, meaning that before you came to the program, you were educating yourself, you were watching social media content, you were reading things. It wasn't that you were not doing your homework. What is the difference between that, getting your parenting education from books, social media, and working directly with your HIC parenting coach?
Because the program gives you the education about where your child is at. It's not just the quick fix, or like, here's a hot tip and you try to implement it into your life, because it's not always going to be that clear. Like, everyone's parenting is different, every child is different, and their needs are different. And that's what I ended up learning, is that all the tips that I could take and all the books that I read and everything, it could only go so far without me knowing the science behind it. And that's what HIC parenting, this program, did for me. It taught me the science behind why my child is behaving the way they are. And I wouldn't have gotten that with just doing it on my own without this program.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so and one other thing that I want to know, how is your relationship now with your child compared to 14 weeks ago when you started?
It's much better. We still have a lot of work to do, and meaning we, it's really me. But it's tremendously better. It's to the point where if I am starting to get off track, he is able to bring me back in. And not to say that he should take up my son should take up my emotions or my feelings, but he has already learned so much by what I've taught him. He'll be like, mommy, we're not supposed to do things like that, or you're not supposed to talk to me like that, or whatever. And he brings me back around, and I'm like, wow, it's really working, because he's even taking it in and he's able to use it effectively. It's really amazing to watch.
Wow. And how was that? How was it before?
Before, oh my goodness, it would just be uncontrollable, really.
Hmm.
Like, there was no talking to him. There was no talking to him. There was no reasoning with him. It was just complete walls and shut down. And now he actually lets me in. Maybe not right then and there, like I would like, but as we work through it, then he will. His walls will come down. He's able to see things better too. Like, as I'm trying to correct a behavior or change his mindset about something, he's able to actually tap into it easier, instead of being like no. And he's understanding more. It's
How
really,
do you feel about your parenting right now?
A lot more confident. A lot more confident. I can go into the day knowing that even if I'm going to have hiccups, that it's going to be attainable. Like it's going
Mhm.
to be okay. Before I didn't have that feeling. Before it was just all or nothing. And I was in the whole nothing part of it where I said, okay, nothing is working. This is just the way it's going to be. And I was sad about it. I was so sad. I'm like, this is not the kind of parent I wanted to be. Um, and
Mhm.
this program really showed what I really want to get out of my parenting and my family.
If you were to say something to a parent who is like, I don't know if parenting coaching is for me, but I'm struggling. Social media content, it's a hit or miss. What would you tell that parent?
Do it. I would just say do it. That you're going to have that reluctancy at first because it's something new. And that's just the way I feel with anything new. That's the way I felt in the beginning of the program. I
Mhm.
was brought up to believe that you don't talk about these kind of problems, that you just deal with it on your own. And I had to break that too. And I would tell them that, be like, just do it. It's going to feel so weird and so foreign at first, but you're going to get so much out of it that you don't even know. You don't know how much it's going to give you until you're actually going through it. And that's the truth. I
Wow.
had an idea in mind of what it was going to give me, but it gave me so much more.
Okay, so you didn't have me as a coach. It was
No,
another HIC parenting coach. What do you have to say about HIC parenting coaches in general?
they are so comforting and understanding to everything that's going on with you. And like if you're nervous about that, like a fellow parent, if they're thinking about this program and they're like, I don't know if I'm going to be judged or whatever by this coaching parent, this parenting coach, I would say they're not. They are so friendly, so non-judgmental, and they will help you with any need you had. Like the littlest need, you think it's a little need, or the biggest need in the world, they're going to help you with no questions asked, and you are not going to feel judged. You're going to feel so welcomed. I
Yes.
love that part. It was great.
And the reason I don't want to brag, but maybe I want to brag. The reason is because I handpicked our coaches. All our coaches have the same certification. We all come from the JA Institute for Parenting. And not just because you have a certification, you can be a coach in HIC. They go through a process, and I choose the ones who reflect our company values, which is effective communication, empathy, and growth mindset. So I'm happy that your coach reflected those company values in the coaching. Do you have any hesitation when it comes to, oh, I don't know if I want to enroll or not? Do you have any hesitation before enrolling? And if yes, what it was?
Yes, I had hesitation, but it's only within myself. Like it wasn't the hesitation about what the program was offering me, or what I knew was going to be offered. It was within myself, and it's going back to the whole feeling like I had to do it all on my own and I couldn't reach out for help. But I had the confidence in HIC parenting. Um, but that was the only hesitation. But once you get past that, once you get out of your own head, then it's great. This is just a great
Mm.
program to have.
What about the price tag? Because a lot of people say that it's expensive for me. What do you have a hesitation about the price?
I did. I did. And not because I didn't think it was worth it. It was the whole unknown where you're like, okay, you have to put up this amount of money and you don't know yet if it's going to work. So, yeah, you do have the hesitation at first. But again, if you are a parent that's thinking about that too, try to push through that as best as you can because it's so rewarding. It is going to help you for not just now, like not your child right now, but as they grow. If you continue your family and have more children, it's just going to change your whole outlook on your family life. It's already like even with my relationship with my husband, we don't have problems, but what's nice is that it's also gone over into that aspect of my life and it just makes it so much easier.
I got goosebumps, literally. Yes, because I feel the same way.